with being somebody that's able to be smart and conceptualize stuff, do you start to do you have any insight? This might be the last question that I have for you. Do you have any insight on like the afterlife or what happens? Like, I never really thought about it for like talking to like a real math guy about that.
Yeah, I think
like what's the total, like what's the sum zero game or whatever, you know, what's the...
Yeah, I guess like the way I've always thought about it, because partially because both my parents were physicists, was I kind of always feel like people live on with their ideas and their kind of like what are the things they put out into the world, that's kind of how you live on. Because like in math, like everything you learn about is like a theorem named after a different person, or a sort of idea named after the first mathematician or the first scientist or whatever to figure that out. Like Einstein lives on because...
Bagels. That was a shitty joke, but thank you. Because all E equals MC squared, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So
I know what that kind of stuff is. Jesus, sorry, but I started pretending.
No, exactly. E equals MC squared, that's Einstein. And so I think I always feel like people, you live on by your ideas and kind of what you put out into the world. And that's kind of always how I've thought about it.
So you don't get some deeper thought about like since your brain is able to be, because you have probably a unique brain, right? And more, I mean, and everybody has a unique brain, but I've just never asked somebody I've never asked your brain this question. Yeah, do you get some further insight about like what you think happens when you die, you know?
Well, I think that one of the things that gets talked about a lot in Silicon Valley, where I live especially, is like the simulation, whether it's all simulation and whether like, do you watch Rick and Morty?
I don't watch it, but I'll start.
There's some episodes where it gets into this, and I think it covers it in a pretty good way. But like, you know, what if all of humanity is just almost like an experiment or a video game that some other civilization is running?
Yeah,
that's kind of the one that fucks with particularly like people's mind in tech a lot, because we're like all day, every day, we're out there trying to make computers and make simulations and make things that are like more and more sophisticated and advanced and capable. And so kind of the mind fuck is like, oh, what if everything we know is just kind of a simulation from some other civilization?
Or if we advanced it enough that we're able to make this happen and seem real.
Yeah, exactly. So, I think one of the things that like with AI and with a bunch of other things, like even just in the past like 30, 40 years, video games have gotten so much more realistic, right? Yeah. Crazy realistic.
Yeah.
So we've seen that happen. Like in 100 years, like would we be able to simulate something that feels pretty realistic? I mean, probably.
Right. Could we be avatars?
Yeah.
For some other thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, dude. I'll say this, my avatar is a pervert, brother.